Hey guys, in today's quick tip video, we're talking about happiness, specifically how to have sustainable happiness. Instead of thinking about happiness being moment to moment, then you're always thinking about that next thing. I want you to think about how happiness can be sustainable. I have 5 tips for you today on how to make happiness more sustainable for you and your relationship. Let's get to work. Research shows that happiness is significantly tied to fulfillment. Fulfillment is the key piece for moving from fleeting moments of joy to true, authentic happiness. Specifically, that everything I'm doing today, my behaviors, are aligned with my values. So it's this fulfillment piece, is this underlying piece of what I'm doing matters. When thinking about creating fulfillment, then what comes to mind? Research shows it's not necessarily tied to whatever your mission may be. I think a mission or our fulfillment can be unique to each and every one of us. The key piece, though, is that it's aligned with my values, that I feel that connection to my mission in life. So your mission can really be anything. Anything can bring you fulfillment as long as it's true, a true fit, a true connection to what you hope to bring to the world. So my 5 tips to help you have sustainable happiness. The first is creating a mission statement. I want you to think about a mission statement for you individually. Perhaps it's a family mission statement, a relationship mission statement. I also want one for you individually. So think about what you are most proud of. Think about those accomplishments that really have stuck with you over the years. Perhaps think about something in the world that you want to change, something that will inspire you, inspire this mission to keep moving forward. To start the pledge, to start the mission, I gave it away. You can start with, I pledge to do this, or we will do that. It doesn't have to be a long piece. See what feels most appropriate for you and the family. The second tip I have for you is intentionally creating a challenging day. Research shows those challenging days are really tied to our fulfillment, to our purpose. So I want you to think about those hard days differently. When we really put in the grind, what are we doing? We're adding the value to that action. We're putting in that much extra energy, that much extra time. So it's really connected to having fulfillment from our day. So think about how you can make your day intentionally challenging. Perhaps there's a job you've been putting off or some meetings that need to get booked. See how tight you can make your schedule at work. See how you can prioritize that job. And then see what comes out of it. See what value comes out of your hard work. The third tip I have for you is using imagery. I want you to take a second and think about your mission now that you've created it. Think about where things will go, perhaps in 3 years. What will your day look like? How will you feel that progress that you've created over the last 3 years? Think about how your life will feel different. Use this imagery to really paint a picture of your mission. Paint a picture of what actions you need to implement today to help get you there. The fourth piece is to share some of your goals or this vision with your partner. Even if you disagree on the vision, even if you have different missions, different purpose in life, you can still connect through this vision that you've created. So paint a picture for your partner. Where do you see yourself going? How would that impact the relationship? Why is this so motivating for you to complete? The idea here is that you see your partner's vision through their eyes. See how they're seeing the world. See how they're seeing their mission. It's a great way to connect on goals, whether or not you agree on them. The last tip I have for you is communicating gratitude. Gratitude is heavily tied to happiness through research. So I want you to think about gratitude on multiple levels. I want you to think about it on a worldwide level. So really, really big picture. Perhaps this is spiritual for you, whether that's a specific religion or even just being outside, thinking about the sunshine, beautiful outdoors that you're in. Really take in that moment. Then think about it on a community level. Think about, for instance, Northern Colorado. What is so lovely about being here? What are you so thankful for about being here? Then we're getting even closer. So I want you to think about your family. What are you thankful for? Perhaps good health of your children, perhaps the opportunities that they have. Then think about your partner. What are you thankful for? Perhaps they are awesome at getting those dishes done. You know that's my go-to example. Perhaps they've been really working hard. So you want to acknowledge what they're doing, even if it's just to yourself. And then gratitude for you. Think about what you give back to yourself. Think about what's inspiring about what you do individually. So I want you to think about gratitude on multiple scales, because that's how, one, you're going to build the skill set in communicating gratitude, but two, you'll also be really adding to that fulfillment and adding sustainable happiness beyond those individual moments. When I think about sustainable happiness, I think about the field of positive psychology. Positive psychology has done decades of research focused on increasing happiness, optimism, and how that is significantly tied to our actions. If you want to know more about the field of positive psychology, I have a couple book recommendations for you. The first is Authentic Happiness by Dr. Martin Seligman. Dr. Seligman is actually the father of modern positive psychology. He has done significant research and significant advocacy towards the benefits of this field. This book has a great background on positive psychology, some of the research, and how you can apply it to many avenues of life. So it includes individually, to your career, to your relationship. This book would also be a great fit for business owners who want to create some happiness or perhaps some purpose within the workplace. The second book I have is by Dr. Tal Ben-Shahar, and it's Happier. This book has yes, some research in it. It's also more of an individual targeted application for finding authentic, sustainable happiness. So this book I'd recommend if you want to have more happiness targeted more for yourself, versus this book is more of a systemic, wider reach of how to increase happiness. Instead of waiting for happiness in those fleeting moments and just having to wait for the next one and the next one, I hope you're inspired to find a more sustainable form of happiness and how that is significantly tied to our actions every day, those being tied to a purpose. That's how we have sustainable happiness for a lifetime. If you're new here, hi, my name is Emily and I'm a licensed professional counselor here at the Couples Workshop. I put out videos like this focusing on quick tips to help you reconnect in your relationship. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.